Hi guys, work on Renault truck is close to its ending, but today we return to tanks, and it's actually prototype of German heavy tank with the codename VK3601, and it is as usual in 1:35 scale from RFM. Well, maybe we have to try build several kits in 1:72 scale? Definitely yes. So this tank was built partially in real life, only the chassis and the whole part. It took part in different driving tests and it actually could be the real Tiger tank, but as usual something goes wrong. I will provide here several photos of this prototype, and maybe the conical 75mm gun was too expensive or some other reasons. Anyway, to the production stage this tank wasn't adopted. The Ryefield Model kit seems to be the repack version of earlier kit from Revoices. That first had partial interior, this kit hasn't it. Assembling process we can start from the very beginning, from the whole part, one big detail from thick ochre plastic. The benefit of this model is that it has metallic photo-etched parts, well, many of modern kits it have. Let's grab grills from this plate of the metallic details. As a connection glue I use here super glue gel. Fine grills for pieces with nice relief. Also there are plastic grills were added from the inner side. The main problem is that grill almost wouldn't be visible, or, well, see it later. Let's go for chassis parts. Rollers, drive roller, in our case it is workable. And we have here connection axis. When the inner part of roller installed we can adjust the outer part. Then we go to balancers. I wasn't too much attentive because it's recommended in instruction to insert balancers at first and then sprocket. Connection of these details on a high level and nothing difficult here. Also there were installed some parts that imitate viewing devices. And as for rollers, well, a lot of them. Typical German chassis system. At first we have to install inner rollers, then middle layer doubled rollers, and in the end the outer rollers. One annoying thing during rollers preparation that feeders for the details are thick, so a little bit of sanding works. And one more thing, that rollers can be freely disconnected from balancers, so we have to glue all of them. But if we want to paint them separately, as usual, for more convenient painting process, we delayed rollers installation. Okay, let's move to more interesting section. Front side of the vehicle. Already installed front armored plates, front machine gun and shovel as well. A lot of elements in this tank similar to ordinary Tiger tank. So the work on this prototype wasn't useless, I guess. But we have here side rounded hatches, as it were on the Panzer 1F or Panzer 2J. That hatch is workable, but with some upgrades, and there is no interior inside, so I just glued them. Two big panels ahead, big rear armor plate and upper armor panel. In rear armor plate we have to drill additional holes according to instruction, and actually that holes has some marking spots for drilling. As for exhausting system, it is a little bit unusual, I mean this piping. That seems that it needed to be sanded. Also we can sand the holes inside of the exhausting pipes with such a tool. After that I can connect this detail to the armor plate. Time for fenders. They consist from several sections. Each of the section has numerous of different details, but the instruction gives us an information about the location of that details. Among the details a lot of instruments, except the plastic details itself we have handlers. For them from in-box metallic parts, that details give us more advanced level of detalization of these tools. For example, this extinguisher. In some old kits it can be represented in one single detail, but in this kit it consists from 5 details from metal and plastic. When metallic handler ready, we can insert plastic detail of extinguisher inside this handler, add more details there, and finally we can put this unit on the fenders. Okay, almost all instruments and other details placed on these fenders from the both sides of this vehicle. One thing that can be modified here is this constructional details. That usually too much thick in most of kits, so I sent this detail and reduce their thickness. When ready, we can glue the details on their places. Well, actually these grills visible. I thought that they wouldn't, but we can see them clear. Well, we even can insert some stuff, maybe some canisters, something else inside these protectional details for grills. But even better view on some in-box metallic stuff we have here. One more section with grills on the top. By the way, for better connection I pressed that pipes, deforms them a little. Okay, finally main upper part that allows us to summarize assembling process on this hull. Ventilation protection and some other details already installed, also some holes were drilled. Now we can simply install this big detail inside the hull, and time for extra thin glue. Well, actually all the kit was assembled with that glue, and due to great connection all we need here is to insert this big plastic detail and then apply thin layer of this extra thin glue on all connection points. I love that process when connection is good and you can easily adjust all details you needed. Several more details from the front section, headlights and wires for them from in-box details. As for some variation, we can assemble this section of this fender in open or closed position. Well, I decided to assemble in open position this part of fender from the left side and from the right side in closed position. Actually, such a mechanism allows to use that hatches for crew. And the last thing, I guess, handlers for this big under-engine hatches. The stock holes for them too narrow, so additional drilling helped to connect them properly. And it seemed that work on this hull completed, well, almost completed. A lot of instruments were installed there on the fenders, metallic details from the box, a lot of rollers we have behind the scenes. Oh yep, we have to assemble here spare truck links for the front section as the Tiger tank has. And the truck links itself, also we have to assemble turret and of course painting process. So such a big heavy German tank from RFM that makes me happy during the work on it. Thank you for watching, have a nice day, see you next time, good luck and bye.